Alicia Cook here from Massage Champions, and I'm really excited to be able to share with you an awesome case study about an incredible woman we work with, Emma Inglis. Emma Inglis is a myotherapist from Geelong. She has come in and started working with us when she was quite young and quite new in her career. We worked with her in our 6-week program, and then she stepped into our 12-month program. And decided to stay for a couple of years. So what we're going to hear today is her story of year 1 and year 2 in our 12-month 6-figure therapist program. And she's going to share her experience of where she was seeing literally just a couple of clients a week and moved right through to being able to employ staff. And the journey that she's gone on both internally and externally to the business. And I'm really excited to share that with you. Good morning, Emma. How you doing?
Pretty good. Good. How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Excited to be able to chat with you about your business and your journey over the last couple of years. Do you maybe want to start by sharing with us a little bit of who you are and who you help in your business?
So I'm Emma. So I'm a myotherapist from Geelong. So Alicia was one of my remedial massage teachers. So a little bit about me. So I'm a sole trader. So I work from a chiro's clinic. Been doing it for about 5 years now, 4.5, 5 years. So I've worked at multiple clinics doing my own thing, and I've just learnt heaps of what I like, what I don't like. Clients I like to see is just like the average Joes that run their own businesses, or people who are actually investing in their health because they want to / need to. So
yes. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you. So do you maybe share with us, where were you a couple of years ago when we first started having a conversation? We did work with each other in our 6-week program, first of all, and we saw some business results from that, which was great. But I think really the journey started a couple of years ago when we started working together in 6-figure therapist in a 12-month program. Do you want to maybe share with us, where were you at client-wise? I think you had a couple of different locations. Where were you? Kind of give us a bit of a snapshot of where you're at.
Okay, so it would be 2.5 years. I was seeing about 2 clients a week, earning about $260, working out of about 3 locations. So yeah, it doesn't work. What else was there? I was broke as hell, like full on broke. And it was either, do the work or don't continue on as a myotherapist and get a normal job.
And so, I mean, obviously working in a program like this, it's not cheap. What was it about this that you were like, I'm broke, I'm going to do it anyway? How did you overcome that hurdle?
So I discussed it with my partner, and I said, I really want to be in this industry. I love what I do, but I need your help. That was probably the hardest thing. So he not loaned it, but he gave me the money to pay for half the course. Yeah. And then it was literally sink or swim. And I had to swim because I didn't want to let him down.
So you got help, which is good. So you got help and support, which gave you a bit of a buffer. And then it was pedal to the metal, quite literally.
Pretty well.
What did you do in the first little while? What was your focus? It was definitely around getting clients in. What did you start to take action on?
So it was, get clients in, but also look at my data. So I love critical data. That's my thing. And numbers. It was actually seeing, where are my clients coming from? Are they rebooking? Are they not? What else was there? Marketing. So I didn't have a website. I had a Facebook page. What else? Getting the website up, marketing, talking to other health professionals, so like talking to the chiro and setting up a referral program, or talking to the beauty lady that I was working at just with another referral program, and then just doing my steps and actually structuring it with tasks that I need to do, and just be like, okay, I need to do Google advertising, got to do this, just to get the momentum going.
Yep. Yeah, amazing. So you actually took action. You got a plan. You took action on it, and all of a sudden things started to happen.
Yeah.
What were you charging a couple of years ago compared to what you're charging now?
Okay. Initial consults were like $85,
Mhm.
and repeat consults were, I think it was like 70 or something like that. Now I'm charging like 105 for initial consult, and then repeat consults are 90. And I plan on upping it in the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. And what changed for you? Because obviously we don't just go and put our prices up by $20 and be like, yeah, no worries. What was the shift for you to be able to do that?
I'm worth it. Well, everyone's worth it really, but it's recognizing that it's okay to earn money. This is a job. I have to earn money. If I want to survive, I want to be in this industry, I have to charge what I'm worth. And realistically, I've got school debts, I've got all these things I have to pay for. So I'm like, I may as well charge more. People aren't gonna go, oh no, it's too expensive. If they say that, they just leave. Like, no offense, like that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
Mm.
And often we sit there, you know, what people think? Well, people say, oh my gosh, I couldn't possibly. And for everybody that I know that has raised their prices to that, it always comes with that internal belief that, yes, I'm worth it.
Mm.
And the clients always follow through, no worries at all. Like as soon as that internal belief shift, it's like, well, why wouldn't I? I remember talking to a lady who was from Queensland, had been doing it 20 years, and she was like, I cannot believe that people are willing to pay $110 a session for me. And why the heck didn't I put this up earlier?
Mm.
You know, yeah, and it definitely comes from the internal belief around money and around our belief, which then comes down to a belief of worth in ourselves. So
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. What else did you do? What did we spend? So we do retreats. Do you want to talk to us a bit about your experience at coming to retreats?
Yep. Okay. So I think I was in the program for about, I think, 6 months before I went to my first retreat. That was Sydney. It was shit scary because I only knew about 2 people there and I didn't know them very well. It was just really good to be in an environment and where people actually gave a crap about you, and they didn't care, they didn't judge. They were like, oh my gosh, you're doing this fantastic, how do I do that? And as a business owner and as a sole trader, you don't get that environment by yourself. And especially, I know in Geelong, you don't get that knit community. So by going to that retreat, it was just like eye-opening and going, oh my gosh, like there's actually people wanting to know how I do stuff. And then I had my session with Zach. Yeah. I don't cry, but he made me cry like a little girl. But that was probably the best thing that happened to me business-wise, because at that point in time, business wasn't going like 100% fantastic. And one of the locations I was working in, it was not the best environment. And from that retreat, I had decided, no, I'm going to leave that location. And with the help of you, James, and Zach, it was just like easy, done, sorted. Don't have to worry about it. And it was just really good. Like I literally doubled my business within like 2 or 3 months from leaving that location.
And often we have to break down to break through. Zach is one of our mindset coaches. We know that when we work with people, that the plans that we put together with the people we're working with will work. It's often what happens between our ears that will hold us back. So we actually have mindset coaches to help with that. Zach is one of them. We've got Christy's another. Both are incredible human beings, and it's amazing to have such incredible people to work with, which is wonderful, but also having therapists that are so willing to go to that place. You sometimes have to actually go deep before you can go up. And time again, I've seen, you do this, Emma, and so many other people we work with as well, that, resist it. Whatever we resist will persist. I don't want to cry. I don't do it. I don't do people. That's not my thing. To crap, I have to go. Then hang on. Actually, I add value to this room. And crying isn't the end of the universe. Wow, who knew? And actually to be able to have that vulnerability that comes in
Mm.
Often that is where the greatest breakthroughs happen in business. And yes, you can double and triple and quadruple revenue, but we always see that it starts from vulnerability and getting outside your comfort zone. And for some people that's crying, for some people that's hugging, for some people that's being in a room with people you don't know. It's huge. And so it's so true. So that was year 1 in the program. What about year 2? We decided to work together in year 2 to continue the growth and be able to set a few things up. What were some of the highlights for you in year 2?
Year 2, what was it? I employed my first person.
Yep.
And then what else was there? I actually had time off. So with the September last year, I went to a retreat and then I had 10 days off after that. So that is literally 2 weeks. I haven't had a holiday where I didn't do any businessy stuff, or I didn't have to do businessy stuff for a very long time. What else is it? I made some really nice friends. It was really nice to actually trust people and really connect with them, and they just get you. I think that's my highlights.
Yeah, and it is to be able to be with people that do get it and get that you want to actually do the best that you possibly can with your business, which means you have to do the best that you possibly can with yourself, and to challenge each other on those levels as you're going out and hanging out over drinks at retreat or over a pedicure or wherever that you're hanging out, whether it's a walk on the beach or whatever. Like, to actually hold yourself to a higher standard but also be decent human beings is actually really fun. And I know we really cherish the friendships that we see blossom from the program, and it's so important because we don't have that. Often our partners are not necessarily business minded, so they have that employee mindset, or our family might support us, maybe they don't, and we may have friends outside of business that just, you can say, hey, I've had this amazing week in business, and they kind of look at you like, well, who cares? So to be able to have friends that get it and get you on all those levels is amazing, and play at that level. That's really cool, and great to have the learning and set up the systems and environment to have a staff member who unfortunately is no longer with you, but was a great learning process that you now have it set up again. If you do choose to grow the team, you've got everything in place and the steps to be able to do it.
Yep, she was my first pancake, full on first pancakes, either a win or not so win. So it wasn't not so win, but it was my first pancake. Second pancake's always better.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. That's great. I love that analogy. For somebody who might be listening to this thinking about going, yep, you know what, I think this is what I need. What would you share with them? What would you want to say?
This program isn't just about business. What I've taken from this program, business, anyone can do sort of business, but with you guys, it was, creating that, or allowing to explore the mindset and really, learning how to be yourself as a business owner and being vulnerable. Look, especially for me, I wasn't vulnerable, still not, but getting there, working on it. But learning how to actually be vulnerable and allowing myself to celebrate the wins and be like, I did a really good week this week. I saw 30 people, or I did this, or I had a rebooking rate for the last 64 weeks over 94%, and just going, yes, oh my gosh, it's just celebrating the wins. And that's about it, I think.
And it's so important, because as soon as we start celebrating those wins, you go, oh, I want more of that. Oh, I want more of that, which then feeds into, because I think it's interesting in our culture, as soon as you start to tell people, hey, I'm really good at what I do, someone will shoot you down, because it's like that tall poppy syndrome. And to be in a space where that is encouraged and invited, and also so is vulnerability. Ego doesn't have a place to live in that space, so that you can actually quite comfortably achieve things and be like, yes, go me, this is awesome. And learn to celebrate that, because then you actually want to chase it, and then you get more of it, so you chase it, and then you get more of it and you chase it, and it's like all of a sudden you're like, what did you say your rebooking was? 94% across how many weeks?
I want to say 64. Yeah.
64 weeks.
Over, over 52 weeks. I know it's that, but I can't, I think it's over 60, but I can't,
Yeah.
54. Mm.
Amazing.
Mm.
Absolutely amazing, which is phenomenal. Even the fact that you know that and you're clearly proud of it is a really good sign
Mm.
that you're getting your business on all levels, both the mindset, the marketing, and the mechanics are absolutely nailed and embedded in there.
Mm.
So, and I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your story today. It's been awesome to connect with you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for growing and being such an amazing human being and an amazing person to work with.
Cool. Thank you.
As a recap, the challenges that Emma was talking about was struggling to know her value and her worth, um, not wanting to be vulnerable in business, not wanting to reach out and ask for help from her partner, not knowing how to promote herself in an effective way, and not having the steps or the goals to know exactly what she needed to do in order to get where she wanted to go, which was to be successful. She wanted to be able to make money, but was struggling because she had limiting beliefs. She didn't know how, she didn't have a tribe of people around her that actually supported her and encouraged her vision and who she needed to be along the way. These are the kinds of things that we overcome when we work with anyone in our 12-month program. Yes, it's about business results because that's what people are here for. That's what they're paying for. That is the whole point. As a byproduct, the growth journey that people get to go on because of that is so incredibly profound and powerful. And we know that at Massage Champions, we always talk in terms of mindset and mechanics. That while, yes, knowing how to do a Facebook ad or knowing how to run a team meeting is vitally important, who you get to become and what you believe about yourself affect those things in such a powerful and profound way. And so what we really love to do, one of our absolutely incredibly powerful and exciting missions, is that we love to better work with business owners in terms of their mindset and their mechanics, working on limiting beliefs that often were forged in childhood that help us or that hinder us and hold us back in running an amazing business, and learning how to do it in a way that serves you. Emma's business looks really different to anyone else's business that we work with because it's a reflection of who Emma is and who she is now and who she's becoming over the next few weeks, few months, and few years. And we know that for her, the growth journey that she's on, it's changed the trajectory. It's changed her relationships with her family. It's changed her relationships with her partner. It's changed her relationship with herself. And she's now in such an incredible place where she can just do and be the business leader that she actually wants to be. So if this is you, if you're at a place where you're going, I think I need all of that, then have a conversation with us, and we're really excited to be able to help you be able to turn your passion into a rocking business and be able to give you the clarity and empower you to take all the steps that you need to run your business awesomely, and so that you can do it really, really congruently and effectively and be the health leader that you want to be in the space that you are.